Welcome to this episode on the Health and Happiness Show, where it's my mission to change your mindset so that you can live a healthy and happier life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's go. I am joined by Academy Graduate Suzan. Suzan has just completed her 16 weeks on the Academy program. Suzan, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm really good. I'm amazing.
Why?
Because I've lost quite a bit of weight on this academy. I've definitely changed my mindset, and things have all sort of slotted into place. So I know what I need to do. I know how to do it, and so I'm in a good place.
Which is amazing to hear. And honestly, watching your journey over the last 4 months has been my pleasure. Seeing your growth has just been incredible to witness. You said there you've lost a ton of weight. You absolutely have lost a ton of weight. To be honest, it's not even about the number of weight that someone's lost, but rather what it's done for that individual. We know the weight you've lost, and it's blimmin' amazing from the progress photos that you sent over, the waist, measurements that you sent over today even. It's just incredible. What has that done for you? The weight loss, the differences in your body shape, your body image?
It's made me a bit more comfortable with myself, a bit more confident as well. I'm not hiding my body anymore, which is really, really nice. I'm getting into clothes that I haven't been able to get into for ages. And so it's made me feel really good.
How has it been losing that weight? Because weight loss is hard, right? Like, I know that, you know that, we all know that. How has that journey been to losing the weight that you have?
It has been very hard. I've had lots of more lows than highs, but when I have had the highs, they've been amazing. And it's just the case of just keep going, I think. But it has been a very hard journey, a massive learning curve.
I think this is so important because I think, and maybe you'd agree, a lot of people go into these journeys with this illusion that it's going to be this plain sailing, easy ride. Oh yeah, I'm going to start the diet, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to feel amazing, and there's going to be no hiccups, right? Like, I know your journey. I've been through this with you every single day, and I've seen the challenges that you've had to overcome. I mean, we don't need to go too deep into them, but for example, losing your job at the start of this, as we entered the coronavirus lockdown, that was a massive hurdle that was thrown your way. One that you couldn't have predicted, one that I couldn't have predicted. There's been other areas, weight loss stalls, hormonals, like all these different areas have been such challenges for you. But that's amazing. Why is that amazing? Because we're here today doing this interview and you've overcome every single one. How have you overcome every single challenge?
Well, you've helped.
Other than me. This isn't about me. This is about you.
No, I know, but the academy, all the information that you give us, and all the calls we have, and all the other academy people there, that we're all there to help each other, and if we get on a low, then we're there to help each other. And it's been a real big help. It's been a massive help. I definitely couldn't have done it by myself. To have other people that are going through the same as you is good. It's good to have that support, definitely.
I think, support is everything. That's why, although this is a one-to-one journey, I wanted to add that community aspect into it, because it's so important, just to know that other people are struggling as well. And because, again, social media particularly paints this pretty perfect life, but it's not like that. And actually, weight loss is really, really hard. But what's so cool is, and I can tell you this as the coach on overlooking this process the last 4 months, is I know that these challenges aren't going to stop. In fact, there's probably going to be more and more and more in the next 4 months, in the next 4 years, in the next 40 years, right? But the difference now is you have a different perspective on things. You have a different mindset and you're more resilient as a result. Do you know what I mean? Like, what has been maybe the biggest standout? Obviously, this is a mindset based program. What has been the biggest standout for you in terms of mindset? You know, I'm not even going to spin off a few things. Keep it raw, keep it organic. What's been the number one thing as a result of this mindset based program?
Um, I believe in myself now.
Oh, that's a good
It
one.
is. I've done lots of these things, these weight loss programs, and yeah, I do lose the weight, but then I say goodbye to whoever, and then it just all goes back on again. Um, I know that when I say goodbye to you guys, I know that I know what to do. I know how to keep my weight down. I know that I can have a bit of fun, but then I need to get back on track again. You know, it's not all about diet. I know I can do it. So yeah, definitely.
I think education plays a part in that. Obviously, with the Health and Happiness Hub, the Academy modules, that's why it's there for you guys. Do you know what I mean? It's because I understand the reason why I myself can lose as much weight as I want to, gain as much weight as I want to, maintain all year if I want to, is because of education. And that's what I've tried to do throughout this journey for you, is pass on that information. Based of all of the Academy modules, what was your favorite out of the mind, the body, the love, the soul? And what was your favorite module out of all of the modules on there?
Ugh, I haven't got a favorite. I like them all because they all gave me something.
I think the gut health had maybe one of the biggest impacts on you, would you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a big learner, that one. I learned a lot from that one.
What
Um,
did you learn and what changes have you implemented as a result of that learning?
um, so my morning routine is different. Um, I now try and cleanse my tummy, cleanse that gut. The things that I'm eating now, I have to be careful what I'm eating. And yeah, so definitely changing my habits. And I've my tummy, it's not as bloated as it anymore. I don't feel sluggish anymore. So yeah, that's definitely been a big help.
It is amazing. And I think what I've always found fascinating, because essentially everything I do, everything you do is one big experiment. And it's like,
Mm.
it's just such a revelation when you make that one small change, whether it's just drinking hot water and lemon in the morning, like that one small change can make all the difference to your digestion for that day. And I think that's the craziest thing. Um, awesome. I want to go into the darker times in the program, and I want you to go to that moment where I'm done. Like, bear in mind that we use the traffic light system on our check-in forms, and when I see red, I'm like, "Oh, crikey, they're about to throw in the towel." So, take us back to that red moment, the dark moment, the most difficult moment. What were you struggling with, and how did you pick yourself back up? Because evidently, you have. You're at the end of the program, and not everyone does. Not everyone does foresee and get through that resistance. So, what was that moment for you, and how did you get through it?
Um, it was just, nothing was. I felt like I was doing everything how I was supposed to do it. I wasn't seeing results, and it just puts a downer on you. Um, and I thought, well, what's the point of doing all this? What's the point of going through all this crap just to see no results? Um, we had our call, and we tweaked a few things. We got to the bottom of what was wrong, and then we started seeing results again. So I did want to give up, but I didn't, because I paid good money for this and I wanted it to work. I wanted it to work. So, so I just kept on going, and I got to the other side. So yeah.
Two really powerful things that were in that. Number one, you invested in yourself at the start of this program. It's a big
Mm,
expense. It's a scary one to make. Is it going to
mm,
work? Who's this guy? Is he going to run away with my money? Right? And like, it's the fear in ourselves as well, because actually, oh crikey, I'm going to pay all this money and I've actually got to do the work. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But because you invested, it's a different psychology. And this is the most powerful thing of investment, is actually you've made the commitment as a result of the investment. That's number one. Number two, was there's the saying of, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But if it's
Yep.
broken, fix
Fix
it,
it.
right?
Uh,
And that's all we did. It
yeah.
was broken. Something wasn't working. You weren't losing the weight that you're meant to at that phase of the program. So we made a few tweaks and it made that change. And I think that would be great, a great outlook and perspective, and for people that, if they have hit a plateau right now, just to try and change something. And it might be as simple as your steps, making a calorie change, making a food choice change, all these different things. Maybe it would be a gut health change, which would lead to better digestion and then better calorie utilization and all that malarkey. So that's really cool. Okay, that's the dark. Let's go into the light, in a sense of your biggest win, and your favorite moment over the last 4 months.
My biggest win is definitely losing. What have I lost now? Nearly stone and a half.
Nearly a stone and a half. No, actually, you're actually
No, nearly
closer to two
to
stone.
2 stone now.
You're
Yeah,
literally a few pounds away from 2 stone, which is really amazing.
yeah. So yeah, so I've nearly lost 2 stone. So that's my definitely biggest win. Oh, my favourite part. Okay, my favourite part at the beginning of this journey was seeing you struggle doing the workouts. Because it was real. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it's like, no gyms, no nothing. You are in the same boat as we are, having, well, not exactly the same boat. You're in a better boat, but
Okay, so full transparency, right? Pre lockdown, my exercise would include lifting weights. It
yeah.
did not include cardio. So I was thrown into the deep end and out of my comfort zone when I was doing the HIIT workouts. Now I've always done exercise, but because it's something I hadn't done consistently, look, if you actually watch the first videos, I am struggling. I'm thinking, bloody hell. And it's the best pressure on myself, because I'm like, no, Ollie, you've got to perform, you've got to keep up. And that is hilarious that you've actually said that. But I like to think, 4 months I've been on this journey, doing the workouts with you to a certain extent, and even my fitness has improved as well. So that's really good. Looking at life post academy, what does that look like in terms of, just because you've achieved the goals that you have on this program doesn't mean you're not going to achieve goals now. In fact, you're actually setting bigger and even better goals. What do some of those goals include? What are you now working towards?
Um, so I want to do a photo shoot. But what I really would like to try and do is to compete for in a weightlifting competition. Not weightlifting, but in a oh, I can't remember what you call it now.
Yeah, just a physique show,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
100%.
Yeah, I think it's the bikini one. That's somebody mentioned it to me ages ago, and it's like, yeah, I'd like to do that, but I didn't have the guts to do it. I have some guts now, so it's something that I think I want to do. I want to do the photo shoot first.
100%.
Yeah, so that's my next set of goals.
I think that's amazing. As someone who's done the photo shoot myself, it's the best motivation.
Mm.
I will be quite jealous, because if you step on stage before I do, I'm gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Like, that's amazing. But honestly, it's that change in thinking, because maybe, 5 years ago that wouldn't have been an option. Maybe 10 years ago you wouldn't even considered it. So the fact that you are now is just amazing, and you know Okay, this is an area that I want to go down. One of the most powerful parts of this process is the influence that you have on others. You are a mum of two wonderful children, and how has you doing this process, creating new habits, the exercise, the steps, the dietary changes, what effect has that had on your family, positive and negative?
Yeah, so I think having this lockdown has helped me because I've been able to concentrate on myself. So I've been able to do this journey 100%. Obviously, the kids are now eating a lot better now. They still have their treats that I don't eat. Although my
Just when Ella's baking, just when Ella's baking,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Ella keeps, she still keeps baking, but I've now managed to not eat them. And if they're still on the counter in 2 days, they get put in the bin. So yeah, so yeah, the family eat better now. I forgot what you asked now. What else did you ask?
Just the sort of influence, because essentially what you do affects what your family does. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
environment, it's who you surround your time with. What influence has that had on them, perhaps?
yeah. So so definitely my youngest. So now she comes out walking with me. Not the long. I do 2 walks a day. So I do my main walk in the morning, and then I do one after dinner. And she comes out with me after dinner. We go for a walk, and that's when we can chat and have our little one-to-one together. So that's been really nice. My eldest, she's starting to cook more now because I cook from scratch every day. You know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So she sees that. So she's seeing that cooking from scratch is a good thing. Um, my husband doesn't cook, but he just fasts if I don't cook. So they see, the kids are seeing the good way, the better way of living, shall I say? So yeah.
I do think it's amazing, and I think I just think it's incredible to be doing what you're doing there. It's having an influence on them on a subconscious level, and that's really, really powerful. So I think the work that you're doing there, even though this is a journey for you, it's going to be so amazing for them, whether they realize it yet or not. Okay, so I want you to speak to the person listening to this, and to the person considering this journey, maybe considering the academy. They want to do it. They're not sure. They're not sure if they believe themselves. They're worried they're going to fail. What would you say to them? What is your advice? Having been there, done that, got the t-shirt, 4 months into this journey, you've done it, you've completed it. What is your advice? Very real, very raw, very honest to them.
Right. Firstly, listen to you. They have to listen to you. Everything you say, they need to do it. And they need to do it 100%, even though they don't want to or they can't be bothered. They have to do it. You have to do it because it will make your life a lot better. Definitely. It's not going to be easy. It'll probably be one of the hardest things you've ever done. But you have Ollie with a lot of knowledge. You have other people in the academy with the knowledge as well that have been there, done that. You've got so much information on the Academy Hub. And if there's something you do want to know that's not on there, Ollie will find out because you are the man that knows. You are the man with all the quotes.
I love
Lots
my
of them.
quotes.
I know. You got so many. You need to write a book
On
on
quotes.
Ollie's
Okay.
quote.
Mental
You
note
need to
made.
write a book.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But it's definitely worth the pennies. Definitely worth the pennies. And I'm really, really glad that I called you, that I contacted you. So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, my final question, and then I'll let you go. Have you finished this process healthier and happier?
100%.
Yay! Suzanne, I am proud of you. What
Thank
you've
you.
achieved, the hurdles that you've had to overcome, and seeing your growth and the change in your mindset has been my blessing to get to work with you. Honestly, I've enjoyed every day of this process, and I'm so excited to see what every day looks like for you going forwards on this journey. Congratulations, and you have graduated from the Academy.
Yay! Thank you. Thank
Yay!
you very much.
Thank you very much.